Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more trivia with the Tualatin Public Library and your host, Doug, here to bring you 3 rounds of awesome trivia. As always, we have 8 questions per round, 3 rounds, and if you need to rewind or pause the video to go back and get the questions, absolutely perfectly okay, because at the end of the 3 rounds, I'm going to give you guys the answers. So let's get to it. Round one is called Nose Candy, and we have nose related trivia. Let's see who knows the answers. Number one, what was Frosty the Snowman's nose made out of? Classic. Number two, what's the name of the woman silently loved by Cyrano de Bergerac? The woman Cyrano de Bergerac loved. Number three, what does Toucan Sam encourage you to follow your nose to find? What does Toucan Sam use to encourage you to follow your nose to find? And number four, what's the name for the bone and cartilage wall that divides the left and right airways of your nose? Number five, in the Disney movie, what kind of animal is Pinocchio's conscience? What type of animal is Pinocchio's conscience? Number six, more common in Polynesian and Pacific Rim countries, the nose version of this wind instrument is actually played with air from the nose. Number seven, this species of seal gets its name from its trunk-like inflatable snout. This species of seal. And number eight, in this classic TV sitcom, protagonist Samantha Stevens twitches her nose to cast spells. What is the name of this television show? Okay, so round two is going to be something a little different. It's called Vocal Quintets, and the answers will include one of each vowel once. So, for example, every answer, whether it's one word or two or more, will contain A, E, I, O, and U only once each, just like the phrase vocal quintet. So here's number one. What swimmer revealed he was HIV positive in his 1995 biography, Breaking the Surface? Number two, American rapper Missy Elliott is sometimes known by this nickname, which is a fictitious middle name. So, Missy blank Elliott. And number three, part of the same species as Brussels sprouts, this vegetable comes in the colors white, orange, green, and purple. Number four, what was the occupation of the protagonists in the TV show Nip Tuck? Number five, named after a reference to moonshine, this heavily caffeinated soda was originally a mixer for bourbon. A heavily caffeinated soda, a reference to moonshine. Number six, the orchestral version of this percussion instrument traditionally has 20 jingle pairs. 20 pairs of jingles has this percussion instrument. Number seven, until it was surpassed by Cats, this musical, which is about 17 auditioning dancers, was the longest running in Broadway history. And number eight, the final question of round two. Also known as a coastal redwood, these trees exist up and down the Pacific Northwest. Also known as a coastal redwood, name this tree. Okay, also we have another strange round for number three. It's called Rhyme and Reason, and it's going to consist, the answer that is, will consist of 2 words that rhyme. For example, Sean John. Okay, number one, a place that dismantles stolen cars. is called a... Number 2, the northernmost U.S. state and a Great Plains state. That is, it's 2 states. The northernmost U.S. state and a Great Plains state. Number 3, he was the president of France from 1995 to 2007. Number 4, a frozen dinner designed to help you shed some pounds. Number 5, this children's clothing company was named for the Wisconsin town in which it was founded. A children's clothing company named for the Wisconsin town in which it was founded. Number 6, a type of men's clothing with high-waisted, wide-legged, tight-cuffed trousers and a long coat with wide lapels and a wide set of padded shoulders, often paired with a fedora or a pork pie hat. This type of men's clothing. Number 7, it's an oxymoron and also the name of an American heavy metal band. Can you feel the noise, if you know what I mean? And number 8, the Empire State Building went dark for 15 minutes to mark the August 2004 death of which actress? The Empire State Building went dark for 15 minutes to mark the 2004 death of this actress. Okay, so take some time, go ahead and look back on any questions you still need to answer because we are moving into the answers. Nose candy. Frosty the Snowman's nose is made out of a button. The woman Cyrano de Bergerac loved was named Roxanne. Toucan Sam encourages you to follow your nose to find Fruit Loops. The bone and cartilage wall between your nostrils is the septum. And Pinocchio's conscience is a cricket, specifically a Jiminy cricket. And common in Polynesian and Pacific Rim countries, nose version of this wind instrument is played with air from the nose, a nose flute or nose whistle. And number 7, a seal species with a inflatable trunk-like snout, the elephant seal. And the classic TV sitcom where Samantha Stevens twitches her nose to cast spells is Bewitched. Okay, moving on to the answers for round 2, vocal quintets. The swimmer who revealed he was HIV positive in his 1995 biography, Greg Louganis. Number 2, Missy Elliott is sometimes known as Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Number 3, part of the same species as Brussels sprouts, cauliflower. And the occupation of the protagonists in Nip Tuck is plastic surgeon. And named after a reference to moonshine, a heavily caffeinated soda, Mountain Dew. And a percussion instrument that traditionally has 20 pairs of jinglers for the orchestral version is a tambourine. And until it was surpassed by Cats, this was the longest running Broadway musical, a chorus line. And number 8, also known as coastal redwoods, trees up and down the Pacific Northwest coast, sequoia. Okay, and now answers for round 3, rhyme and reason. Here we go. A place that dismantles stolen cars is called a chop shop. The northernmost U.S. state and a Great Plains state, Alaska, Nebraska. The president of France from 95 to 2007, Jacques Chirac. Frozen dinner designed to help you shed some pounds, a lean cuisine. And a Wisconsin children's clothing company, Oshkosh Bagosh. And a type of men's clothing, often paired with a fedora, a zoot suit. And the American heavy metal band known for Come On Feel the Noise, Quiet Riot. And the Empire State Building went dark for 15 minutes in 2004 to mark the death of Fay Wray. Yep. So, there we go. We have our 3 rounds of Tualatin Public Library's Library Trivia with me, Doug. Thank you so much for playing along. I'm going to be back next week with another pair of trivia videos. And in the meantime, have a wonderful weekend and stay happy and healthy. And I will see you soon. Bye bye.